Perik Hey Mishnah Hey. Hamespal v'tah. If a person was davening and he made a mistake, Siman Rala, it's a bad sign for him. V'im Shliach Tzibur, if he's the shots, Siman Rala Shalchav, it's a bad sign for those who sent him, because he's representing them. Sheshlucha Shaladnu Kamaisai, because the person Shliach is like himself. It's very interesting, because the halacha of Sheshlucha Shaladnu Kamaisai is learned out from Pesukim or Svaris in the second parak of Kedushin. But over here, the Mishnah seems to imply that this halacha very much plays a role in the Shliach Tzibur. After all, he's called the Shliach Tzibur. Amr Lav Rab Chanin ben Daisa, they said about Rab Chanin ben Daisa, Shem Spal ala Chaylim v'Omer, he would pray for the sick people, and he would say, Zeh Chai v'Zeh Beis, this one's going to live and this one's going to die. Amr later asked them, Minai not Teideh, how do you know that this one's going to live and this one's going to die? Amr Lahem, he said to them, Im Shkura Tvilase B'fi, if the Tvilah is fluent in my mouth, Yaideh Anishu Makubal. If the words are quickly arranged in my mouth and I express them without stumbling, everything I want to say, even if it's a long tefillah, it flows fluently from my heart to my mouth. This is how Rashi explains it in the Gemara. So then, I know that the tefillah will be accepted and the sick person will recover. And if the tefillah doesn't flow, I know that it's not gonna end well. It's going to be torn. It's very interesting that we find in a few places the lashon when a person's tefillah doesn't get answered. It means the lashon Gemara is that the tefillah is going to be torn. It means that the tefillah was rejected. Now we know the Mabit and others talk and when they talk about tefillah that there's no such thing as a tefillah that gets unanswered. Maybe not. Maybe they answered. Maybe it's not the answer that we want. We don't understand necessarily cheshbein shemayim. We don't know necessarily what's good for us. And sometimes the answer maybe is no. But the Meremes in Parshas Vayigash says something very interesting. He brings the pasuk of you l'ratzon imrefi v'egen li b'lefanecha Hashem tzuri v'goali. So he says there's no such thing as a tefillah that doesn't go unanswered. He said maybe right now the tefillah is not going to be answered. Aber yiyu svet zayin l'ratzon svet zayin, it will be that the tefillah will get answered. He says maybe now, maybe in a month, maybe in a year, maybe in 70 years, but eventually the tefillah will get answered. Only someone of Chanin ben Daisa's stature can make such a determination just based on the fluency of his prayer. That's very interesting. They say, how could he have said that this person is going to die? Chanin ben Daisa would not have said explicitly that the person will die. That's how the Satan talks in La'olam. The Gemara says, Al yiftach Adam piv la'Satan. Rather, it was clear from the way he would come back after his tefillah that it was a hopeless situation and his tefillahs wouldn't be able to intervene, to be able to help that this person should live. And I just want to give a bracha at the end of this parak that the Rebbeinu Shalom should listen to all our tefillahs and Hiyato Shemei Tefillahs Kol Peh, and we should be zeicher to refuahs and yeshuas and kol mili d'meitav.